Hello friends, in our previous lecture we have started with chapter number 4, Bills of Exchange. We have discussed all the important concepts. Now we are writing the format for journal entries and then we will start for the sums. Okay, so now we are writing the format for journal entries. So first of all, write the name of chapter in your notebook. Chapter 4, Bills of Exchange. In that, format of journal entries. Now you have to learn the journal entries in the books of both the customer and the trader. Okay? So we will make two equal parts for it. Here we will write in books of trader, and here we will write in books of customer. So we will divide one page in two equal parts and we will learn the journal entries in the books of both. Okay? So in the books of trader and in the books of customer. Now, the first entry in the books of trader is for sales of goods on credit. For sales of goods on credit. Okay, first we will write the entry here. Whenever we are selling the goods on credit, we are not receiving any cash, but goods are going out. So goods are going out, so sales will be credit, and customer is the receiver of that goods. So the entry would be customer account debit to sales account. Customer account debit to sales account. Narration we will write being goods sold. Now here we will write entry number 1 for credit purchase of goods. Here goods are purchased on credit, here goods are sold on credit. So here entry will be opposite, here goods are coming in. So purchase account debit and trader is the giver. So to trader account. Being goods purchased. So we have written first entry in the books of both. For in the books of trader, he is selling the goods to customer on credit and he is purchasing the goods from trader on credit. Here goods are going out, so sales credit, customer is the receiver, so customer debit and sales credit. Here goods are coming in, so purchase debit, trader is the giver, so trader account debit. But remember, no one will not write their name in their book. See, it is the books of trader, so name of customer will be written. It is the books of customer, so name of trader is written. That thing you have to understand. Now, according to the format, second entry is for drawing the bill. He is the bill drawer, while he is the bill acceptor. Okay, so the entry would be this entry we know actually. When we are drawing the bill, bills are receivable for us and customers are given. So bills receivable account debit to customer account. being bills drawn, being bills drawn. Here bills are drawn, here bills are accepted. So for accepting the bill, so when we are drawing the bill, it is bills receivable for us and receivables are debit. When we are accepting the bill, it is bills payable for us and they are credit and creditors are debit because they are the receivers. Okay. So creditors account, not creditors, we will write traders. Okay. Instead of creditor, traders account debit. Here name will be given, okay, in the question, to bills payable account, being bills accepted. So we have completed 2 entries on each side. Let us again revise. Now here the entry is for drawing the bill, here the entry is for accepting the bill. When we are drawing the bill on our customers, it is receivable for us. The receivables are always debited and customers are the givers, so they are credited. Here bills are accepted. When the bills are accepted, it are bills payable for us, they will be credited and traders will be receivers, so they will be debited. Now entry number 3 is of disposal of bill. Disposal of bills, and here the heading will be payment of bills, because he have to pay the amount only on maturity date, but this person who is the trader can use the bill in 4 different ways as we have discussed yesterday. Okay, now which are they? A, to keep the bill with oneself till maturity date. Here nothing else will come. Here we are keeping the bill till the maturity date. Here only the entry will be for payment. Okay, to keep the bill with oneself till the maturity date. So till the maturity date we are not using the bill and we are just receiving the amount on the maturity date. So we are receiving the amount. So cash or bank, anything can be debited. Cash or bank account debit to bills receivable account. To bills receivable account. B, amount received. Here entry will be simple. Here we have to pay the amount. So bills payable account debit to cash or bank account. Now here entry will not change. Okay, always here we have to pay the amount only, so here entry will not change. Being bills paid. Here we have to write being bills received. Okay, not amount. So what is the first use of the bill? We are not using that bill in any other way. We are keeping the bill with our own self till the maturity date. We are not doing anything. So on the maturity date we are receiving the amount here and we have to pay the amount here. Here the amount is received, so cash bank will be debited. As they are coming in, bills will be credited because the amount is receivable from the bill. Here bills payable will be debited, cash is credited always in any of the use. Now here we are going for the second use. When the bill is discounted before maturity date, when the bill is discounted before the maturity date. As I said that we want the amount of the bill before the maturity date. So we can go to a bank or a shop and give the bills to them. They will give the amount to us and they will charge some amount that is known as discount for us. It will be our expense. Okay. So before the maturity date, we are going to discount the bill. Okay. So entry would be bank account debit, discount account debit, to bills receivable account. Okay, when heading I have not written. So when we are discounting the bill before the maturity date, now we will get two numbers. On the date of discounting, what entry we will make? Bank account debit, discount account debit, to bills receivable account. And here number 1, on date of discounting, no entry. As I said, here we want to pay the amount only on the maturity date, so nothing will happen to him, okay, before the maturity date. Now second entry will be on maturity date. Now here there will be no entry. Why there will be no entry? Because already before the maturity date you are getting your amount. Now on maturity date you will not get anything. Now here on maturity date, same entry, bills payable account debit to cashback account. Here narration I have not written. B bills discount, and here B bills paid. Okay, so this is our second use. Now third and fourth use I have to rub these things and I have to make. But before that, again I will explain one thing, that see A, the use A of the bill. See, in third entry there are 4 options, A, B, C and D. In that A is very simple, because till the maturity date we are not doing anything. We are waiting for the maturity date for the amount to be received. So on maturity date we are receiving the amount, that is cashback account debit, bills receivable account debit, bills receivable account credit, and here bills payable to cashback. Here always the entry will be on the maturity date itself. Now from the second use, that is B, then C, then D, there will be two entries. Why two entries? Because we are using the bill before the maturity date. Here we are waiting till the maturity date. Here we are not waiting. Instead, what we are doing before the maturity date, we are going to bank and we are discounting that bill and getting the amount and incurring the expense for discount, and bills are received. So on maturity date now nothing is required. Here on before the date of discounting, nothing entry will come. On the date of maturity only this entry will come. So this will be A and B. Now we are having still C and D. Okay, so I am now writing. So you have to write this thing, and then again you have to see here. So again I will draw the lines. Okay. Now the third use, C. When the bill is endorsed to other person before maturity date. When the bill is endorsed to other person before the maturity date, again on date of endorsement. On date of endorsement, here also on date of endorsement. So now what we are doing in the third use, before the maturity date, we are giving this bill to the third person. Now yesterday we have seen this thing with the example of A, B and C. Now normally there are two parties in bills, but there can be three parties when one is the drawer, second is the acceptor and third is the amount receiver. Okay. Now the person, normally the person who is drawing the bill will only receive the amount. But if he is giving that bill to some other person, so the holder of the bill will now get the amount. Now for that, what entry will be made? The person who is getting the bill will be the receiver, so his account will be debited. So we will write other person account debit to bills receivable account. And here again no entry, because if we are giving that bill to other person, then it will not be related with the customer. Okay, being bills endorsed, the customer have to pay the amount on the maturity date only, being bill endorsed. Then next, second entry on maturity date. Now friends, as we have endorsed the bill to the other persons on the maturity date, we will not get any amount, that person will get the amount. And here on maturity date, the same entry what we have seen previously. On maturity date, here the entry will be similar always, bills payable account debit to cash or bank account. B, bills paid. So in this B and C use, you can see one common thing, that here when there is no entry, here also there is no one entry. Okay, entry will be only one. Here there will be no entry, here there will be no entry. In previous case also the same thing was there. Okay, the thing which you have to understand that in the books of trader, he is using the bill or he is disposing the bill before the maturity date. He is not waiting for the maturity date. Hence, he is using the bill in two ways. First, in A, it was till the maturity date. In B, he is discounting with the bank. In C, he is giving the bill to the other person. And for that, if he is giving the bill to other person before the maturity date, always here there will be no entry and here there will be no entry on maturity date. Now the fourth and the last use is little bit difficult and different from others. D. Because no entry will not go. When bill is sent to bank for collection. Now here yesterday itself we have discussed the amount of bill on the maturity date normally the trader will correct, but trader does not have time to collect all the bills, so he will appoint the bank to collect this thing. So on date of sending the bill, on date of sending the bill. Here also on date of sending the bill. So here entry will be bills sent to bank for collection account debit to bills receivable account, being bills sent for collection. Here there will be no entry because before the maturity date we are doing anything with the bill that will not be related to the customer. Now normally in B and C on maturity date no entry is coming, but here entry will come. Why here entry will come? Because we are just sending our bill to bank for collection. So we are appointing the bank that you collect the amount for our bill and you can charge commission from us. So on the maturity date entry will come. Okay, so this is little bit different and difficult from others. On maturity date, now the entry would be bank account debit, bank commission account debit. As I said, bank will charge some commission for that. 2. Bills sent to bank for collection account. Being amount received. And here the entry will be always same. On maturity date, here the entry is fixed. Which entry? Bills payable account debit to cash or bank account, bills paid. Okay, so all the things are over. A, B, C, D, all the uses are over. Let us repeat these uses once so that we can cope up with the sums. Okay, the first entry was, here you have to make only 3 entries. First entry, second entry, and in third entry there are 4 options, A, B, C or D. Any 2 entry will not come together. It will come according to the information of the question, whether information A is given, B is given, C is given or D is given. So let us repeat the entries which we have written. The first entry which we have written is not here because there was no enough space in the board to write that entry. So what we have written in the first use, when the goods are sold on credit in the books of trader, when the goods are sold on credit, and in the books of customer when goods are purchased on credit. So when the goods are sold on credit in the books of trader, entry will be customer account debit to sales account. Here the entry will be purchase account debit to trader account. Okay, now the second entry which we have to make for here drawing the bill and here accepting the bill. So when the bill is drawn, it is receivable for us. So bills receivable account debit to customer account. Here we are accepting the bill, so it is bills payable. So traders account debit to bills payable account. So that were the 2 entries on both the sides. Now third entry is regarding disposal, means the use of bill. There are 4 different uses, A, B, C, D. Now the use A, to keep the bill with oneself till the maturity date, and we are nothing doing with the bill. We are just keeping that bill till the maturity date with oneself, with ourselves only. So on the maturity date, he will receive the amount, he will pay the amount. Here always the entry is fixed. What entry will be made here on the maturity date? We are receiving the amount, so cash bank account debit to bills receivable account. Here bills payable account debit to cash bank account in all the cases. Now the B, the second use was when the bill is discounted with the bank before the maturity date. We cannot wait for the maturity date because we are in need of money, so we are going to the bank or a shop and we will discount that bill and we will receive the amount before the maturity date. So now from B, C and D again there will be two entries each in the each use. So what was the entry when we are receiving the money before the maturity account before the maturity date, and here there will be always no entry. Not in this, I am telling about use B. Then again, second, on the maturity date there will be no entry because already the amount is received before the maturity date, and here in this side always entry will be fixed on maturity date, that is bills payable to cash bank. Here also it is the same, here also it is the same. Okay. Now in C is written on the board. When the bill is endorsed to other person before the maturity date. Now we are giving the bills to the third person who have to receive the amount from us. So we are endorsing, we are transferring the bill to him before the maturity date. Again, on the date of endorsement, other person will be receiver, so other person will be debited, bills receivable will be credited. Here there will be no entry because he is not relating before the maturity date. He have to pay the amount on maturity date itself. Now on maturity date no entry because that bill we have given to other person. Now here entry will be always fixed, bills payable to cash bank. Now the fourth use is little bit important because normally in all the uses, that is B and C, cross way entry where no entry. But see here one only no entry is there, here entry is coming. Because we are transferring the bill, we are sending the bill to the bank for collection. We are appointing the bank for collection of the bill. So what will be the entry? When the bill is sent to bank for collection, first on the date of sending the bill, what entry we will make before the maturity date? Bills sent to bank for collection account debit. This name is little bit big. What name is there? Bills sent to bank for collection account debit to bills receivable account. Here there will be no entry because we are sending the bill before the maturity date, so it will not affect the customer. Okay, then on the maturity date, bank will give the amount to us, bank account debit, bank will charge the commission, so bank commission account debit to bills sent for bank to collection account. And here the entry will be always fixed. So these are the format of our journal entries. Now there are 8 sums. 8 sums are there where first 4 sums are relating to A, B, C, D entry. In first sum, third entry will come for A. In second sum, third entry will come for B. Then in third sum for C, fourth sum for D. Again there are 4 new entries. This is still 3 entries only. See, we have made only 3 entries now. Now one more topic will come, and again there are 4 types, and again 4 entries and 4 questions. Then the thing will be over. Okay, so we will start the sums from tomorrow. So that's all for today. Thank you so much.